Hi, it's Shar. Today is Friday, I think it's October 27th, because my daughter's birthday is in 2 days and she'll be 18. So, not much going on. Today's update I did get an email from my attorney this morning that just said that she ran into the DA, and the DA has a big case next week starting on Monday, and that he won't really have any time to review anything that we've provided him until the end of next week. And so next week is the last full week until the arraignment, so the formal charges. And so I had asked my attorney to be a little, I'm going to turn that back on, be a little more proactive so that we could release a press release or something to the local media so they understand that this is a domestic violence situation. I don't have to take another ding like I did before. And I haven't heard back from her. And the good news is that the last couple of days, day or two, Anthony has left me alone. And so I don't know if he has just gotten busy and moved on, which is what I'm really hoping, intending. And because it was at the month mark. So hopefully he's just moved on, and I'm sure there'll be a little spot thing here or there that he does, but it's a lot more bearable right now, not having that daily barrage of abuse. But I'm still stuck in this legal nightmare. Got moved on Monday. I got some cabinets in the back of my car right now. I have to get put in, and some things moved around. I got my fridge. Just, last minute thing, not last minute things, just things that happen when you move. So work had listing appointment yesterday, one today. So business is, I don't want to say returning like it was, but it amazes me how many people consider you guilty until proven innocent, and people think because I've been charged with something that means I did it. And or maybe that's just my perception, I don't know. That's kind of what it feels like when I read energy. And so you just move onward. And I have last night I spoke at Iowa State University to a group of college kids. Just, they wanted to know what's the difference between successful people and not. And it's not just based in, I gotta fix my hair, based in who's got a degree and who doesn't, because I don't have one. And so letting them know that, we were all designed to be different, and that the moment you embrace that, and you got to learn the basic rules in a trade, but the beauty is that when you are you, nobody can tell you how to be you other than you, and nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. And so once you embrace that and you just get comfortable being you, that's when you usually excel into greatness. And that was my own story. It was a great time. Got some pictures taken. I'll share those on my social media. I've been doing a positive video mostly every day, maybe every other day, and that seems to be taking off very nicely. Hopefully the new listing I have will sell this weekend. God, that'd be great. I had an Omaha agent reach out and say that they'd sell it for me, so we'll see what that's about. I welcome it. And my listing appointments, when I'm helping people with real estate, it doesn't feel like work, it feels like help. And that's the stuff that really charges my soul. So getting back in the field and getting back at work. I'm also balancing that with some coaching and some speaking. That's what I did last night at the college. And all that feeds me. It doesn't feel like work. It just really feeds my soul and balances me out. So spirits are pretty good. It's Friday night. I'm going to go home. I got a light to hang in my office area. And just welcoming maybe a cold Moscow Mule, and I'll pick up maybe some dinner or something. And when you're at the bottom, you don't have any choice but to go up. And you don't see that the slide is coming, that you're hitting the bottom. And I don't even think that I hit the bottom, because there is still so much I have to be grateful for, because I still have my children, I still have my health, I still have a career. I'm not in jail or prison. I mean, there was some things that could have really been twisted and could have gone a different direction for me. So I'm incredibly blessed and grateful for where I'm at, and my faith And then also knowing the self-care and having really good people around me. The hardest part of all this has just been the people who haven't stepped up, who I thought would, are the people who have chosen to distance themselves. And I know, it's the middle of a hot mess, and people don't know what to do with that. So it is understandable, but very sobering also. And, with fame and notoriety, you know what I'm saying. I would imagine it's a lot harder to see who the butt kissers are and the real people than when you're on the downward slope and you're at the bottom, because everybody puts their hands off on you. But there's still, great balance of people who are stepping up, still checking on me, reaching out, and people who've been here. Hearing the stories has been pretty amazing. Not just the abuse stories, but I was talking with a client last night, the night before, who shared how his brother, or no, not his brother, he was falsely accused. I did have somebody share a story today, this morning, about his brother, an ex, or it was just, he was trying to distance himself from a relationship, and that person retaliated by bringing false charges. So, I believe it's probably a lot more common than what we want to give credit to, and it's just, it's very, it's a reality. So I don't even want to say anything positive or negative. It's just a reality of where we live. And so what do you do with it? Do you get stuck on it and hold a grudge and let it just eat you alive? Or do you just kind of, you know what, I'm going to take the good. It's all mine. I'm not going to share it. I'm going to take every last lesson. And when I look at my ex, if he was sitting here next to me, it's not even my ex. This is just someone I briefly knew. I wouldn't want to go through it again, but I'll thank him for the insight, because I really learned a lot. And if he could use that energy to do good in the world, it would just bring wonderful things to the world. But, every time he does something now, I just realize he's working for me for free. And I've had some employees that I paid good money to who didn't work a quarter as hard as he's worked for me, and I didn't pay him a penny. So, the perspective of lightening the load, and how heavy are you going to let it get, or are you just going to put it down and let it be somebody else's load? You're going to take the good with it and go on down the road and let it grow you and stretch you in ways that, there's nothing else I could have gone through that would have me landing on my feet where I'm at now. I had a phone call with my stepmom yesterday and I got some more clarity about my childhood, and it was bad. It was really bad. But it grows you. And I feel that in my life, while some people will go through life and experience this much of the depth, I've got oceans depths that are covered, and it excites me for what's coming, because I can feel the momentum building. I feel the excitement building, and I'm enjoying a little downtime before it gets busy. So just thought I'd give you an update, and I'll give you another one as soon as something changes. Thanks.